It's a Central New York showdown. Two teams separated by about 45 miles. Number 9 Syracuse and Colgate going at it. Over at X in the center of the field, Syracuse and Colgate start off. Mason Cone wins the opening draw for Syracuse. Joey Spallina liked finding the back of the cage in game 1 with 3 goals and 4 assists then. Colgate, after a scrum, has trouble turning it around, but finally picks up. The Raiders lost the ground ball game by 3 against Penn State, despite taking the win. Syracuse, a big college turnover.
Look for Syracuse to move the ball around really fast and rely on that team chemistry.
Mikey Leo had an assist in the opener as well as a goal. Syracuse in front, and Syracuse scores! Big time up the middle. Syracuse takes the lead, and you can watch right in front. Owen Hiltz is a familiar sight for Syracuse, putting the ball in the back of the cage. He was one of Pat March's, the offensive coordinator's, top recruits back in 2020, and he follows through really well to open up the scoring.
Yeah, and just what a look.
Well, there's Spallina camping right behind the net. Feed in front, blocked again, and Matt Lacombe got his big stick on it. Jack Turner gears up. Wilmark covers it. It hung on the goal line for a second. But Muley, wearing number 2, takes it right now. He scored that hat trick on Saturday. Joey Spallina had one as well. A goal and an assist for the sophomore here. Joey Spallina was ACC Freshman of the Year a season ago. And in game number 2, he's got his 8th and 9th points of the year.
Just a defensive breakdown from Colgate. Got stuck substituting. There are about 6 Syracuse attackers there to 2 Colgate defenders.
Syracuse succeeds. Joey Spallina, the instigator of both goals. One dishing it out, the other piling it in. Mason Cone in on the faceoff for Syracuse opposite Johnny Hartzell. The sophomore Hartzell had his first career appearance in that opener against Penn State. Won 10 of 21 draws. Colgate pulls away here. Wow, what a strip from behind. Mason Cone got his stick in the way. That's a cause turnover. Syracuse moves it behind cage. Quarterbacking with no one around him. Feed up top. Mikey Leo, oh yeah! Second goal of the season for Mikey Leo. Took that about 20 yards out and made it count. Watch here. Leo set up straight away. Spallina had a clear path to him.
That's exactly how Penn State had pretty much all of its success in the first game when they scored against Colgate.
Roa again, marked by Donnie Tedesco. Owen Hiltz scored the first goal in this game, but it's stripped from him there. Colgate put 2 defenders around him and made it work. Max Gates, who drew the initial penalty, but here comes Syracuse again. Jake Stevens. 3rd goal of the season. He put through 2 in the opener, plus an assist. The Princeton transfer looking really good in just a different shade of orange.
And how about this Syracuse team on the ground balls? They've been so physical. That hit from Luke Roa to just open up the space, and Jake Stevens, I mean, he finishes that 10 times out of 10.
And speaking of Mark, Wilmark has had very little to do, only 1 save for him on the only shot he's faced. Syracuse has stayed on offense for a long time, as evidenced here as here they go. Wow! Right off the face-off, Syracuse scores again. Carter Rice comes through. 4th career goal, first of the season for the junior. 5 goals in just over 5 minutes for Syracuse to begin the matchup here against Colgate. 2 goals in 8 seconds, the last 2, and that incited a Colgate timeout. Carter Rice follows through from way back. He was looking for the pass, and Christian Muley just let it go. go up on offense, but Adam, it worked out.
Absolutely. And the whole reason for this being a 5-0 game is that the Orange have just dominated at the face-off X. 5 of 6 have been won by SU so far.
Colgate head coach Matt Karweck told us earlier this week that he tries not to think about face-offs because it's what happens after it. There's a ton of chaos with the ground ball battle, but it's how you match up afterwards. Matt Lacombe matched up very well on that play, but Syracuse has been no doubt the dominant team very early on here. Another ground ball pickup for the Orange too. Colgate can't get a clean clear. Still at the near side wing. Rory Connor waiting straight away, coordinating to his left and right. Colgate now tries a shot from straight away, and Mark has it again. 2 saves for Will Mark. Jackson Birtwistle, who unfortunately for Syracuse is not playing in this game, didn't play in the opener either, was a big instigator for that as well. Close-in shot, and Lacombe cuts it off. Strong save for the Colgate netminder. He throws it away through the contact. How would 7-year-old Adam fare against these shooters?
Not great. I quit because I got hit in the arm a couple times. It hurts.
Well, there's a hit in the arm right there. Syracuse knocks it away. Riley Figueres on that college turnover, and the Orange move back on offense again. We talked about him before the game, his 4-goal performance on Saturday. Searching for his first here, and he gets it. Hunter Druin runs in close and fires it home.
You know, Jesse, I said this in the open. What impresses me most about Druin is, as a midi, he's able to dodge so well from behind the net. Here, he does it in the traditional midfield spot. Beats a pole as well. Syracuse doesn't slide. And what about that shot there from Druin? Not a great angle with the left hand, but somehow gets it past Will Mark. Looked like it might have hit Mark's foot, but, you know, either way, it goes into the back of the net. And it's crazy to say that that's what hurt this team last year. I mean, you can make the strong argument that struggles at the X kept the Orange out of the tournament.
No struggle up front there. Finn Thompson responds really quickly. Right after Colgate scores, Syracuse punches back.
6 goals, 6 different goal scorers for the Orange, and you get, again, you see it here, the way that Colgate plays defense, they focus so much on the crease, and that just leaves Finn Thompson wide open. It doesn't matter who it is. You can't leave anyone that open because that's a goal 10 times out of 10. Saying Hoddle being from Calvert Hall and coming to Syracuse is big because usually you see a lot of their top guys go to UNC with the Kelly family. They go to Maryland, but to get one of the Calvert Hall players in Syracuse is a big deal.
Wow, Joey Spolina! No look again! We saw that exact image plenty of times last season. Well, welcome back to a new year of lacrosse. Prime form for the sophomore.
How good of a player Joey Spolina is because he can do it all. He senses that the defender kind of has a stick right near his hands, so he moves him behind the back, gets his hands free, and the power on the behind the back shot, it's not just that he gets it off, it's that he gets it off so fast that Lacombe can't even react to it in time.
It's a shame that you don't see a lot of the Syracuse marching band here because he would be right up their alley.
I wish they had it. You know, Hopkins has the band. It'd be awesome if Syracuse had one also.
Connor having trouble moving in close, blocked away, and he falls down. Colgate sticks with it, but the Syracuse defensive line has strung up close plenty of times. Not there, though. Liam Connor rebounds. He took a tumble. This time he gets back up and scores.
Nice job there from the man at X, that is Manicus at X to find the open guy in front. That's so important because this is an unsettled situation. Syracuse trying to figure out what just happened, and they find the open man. That's Liam Connor, who had the winner against Penn State.
The senior finally gives it away. Rappenstein still searching for his first goal of the year. Rory Connor, can he add on to his brother's work? Stays with it and finds the back of the net. So his younger brother scored Colgate's finishing goal to the first period, to the first quarter, and in the second, he comes up with his own.
And how in the world did he just do that? When he faced the double team from Sam Alexo, he's got a stick in his hand, somehow spins, finds space, and gets that one past Will Mark. Just an incredible play here, an incredible goal to absorb the contact, use that to create room.
Colgate sticks with the ball. He got in close, but was turned around. Colgate another chance, another goal. Jack Turner, top right corner. Third goal of the season for the junior. He comes through at a big time. Colgate closes a once 5-goal gap to now 3.
Yeah, just a good look there to start things off from Liam Connor. And then the perfect placement on that shot. There's simply nothing that Will Mark can do about it. To get it into the top right corner, as Mark is trying to move over, he just doesn't have the time to get his stick in the way.
You just saw it on your screen. Syracuse hasn't scored in almost 8.5 minutes. Colgate 3 goals in that time. The most recent Syracuse goal was that filthy no-look shot from Joey Spallina, but that's been the high watermark for a while. Will Mark scoops it up and sends it out. Billy Dwan scored on Saturday in the opener. Spallina's fire across. That shot blocked away. Lacombe covers up between his legs. He got his foot in the way of any attacking sticks, and he stays with the ball.
One of the few carryovers still here from the Tesco regime, and Landon Clary has just been a true leader on this squad, and for him to switch position 3 times, that's not an easy thing to do.
And Colgate head coach Matt Carleck didn't mention Clary by name, but he said that the eras are very different. There's not a lot that sticks around from the Desco era to the Gate era.
That was a beautiful look there from Spallina. Cross crease and then the extra pass up, but just hits the post.
Syracuse so deceptive with those fakes. Spallina, nothing deceptive about that. Clear-cut hat trick. Second game in a row with 3 goals for Joey Spallina. Syracuse has a tradition around the number 22. You wait for a generational talent to wear it, and that's exactly who Joey Spallina is playing like, a generational talent. Like many players on both these teams, in high school he was a USA Lacrosse All-American.
Come on, get out!
Moving right around the goalie circle. Turnaround shot, right idea. It skipped over Mark, but wide. Jake Spallina, an aggressive move, put his cradle right in the chest of Michael Minicus. Scampers away from Ryan Favaro. Picks it up again. Colgate in front. Colgate scores! Flag on the play. The Raiders come through. Griffin Walker has his first career goal. The junior out of Orlando, Florida, muscled through the contact.
Finding a way to get a goal in unsettled situations like that is what can keep games
33
close.
right, 1 minute slash. 33, 1 slash.
Caden Cole guilty of the penalty, a 1-minute slashing call, but Colgate another one. 3-1 to score Colgate in this quarter, although the Raiders still trailing by 3 in the game.
And call it what you want, call it luck if anything, but somehow that ball finds the open man in front.
So that's a big moment for the visiting Raiders squad. They take the face-off. Hartzell right through. He took a few checks from behind. Colgate wins a foot race for the ball and stays with it. But that's a bad sight for the Raiders. Hartzell, your main face-off specialist, in a little bit of pain. Let's take another look at how it happened. Right from behind, John Mullen went airborne for the tackle, but made some incidental contact, and Hartzell took the brunt. Syracuse has not allowed a goal when a man down, including what is now 2 full-minute penalties. Jack Turner, 1 goal already. Connor's shot, oh yeah! What was a 5-goal deficit is down to 2. Rory Connor has his 2nd goal of the quarter, 2nd of the game, and 3rd of the year.
Colgate has gotten those looks on pretty much every single man-up opportunity. It's just Will Mark has been incredible, and they can't find the cage, but that time, just a perfect shot from up top with the left hand.
Mullen off the pick. His shot scooped away. Matt Lacombe down on a knee. 1 goal in Saturday's upset win. The Raiders trying for a little more of that magic, but they need to survive a 1-minute man down opportunity.
And for Syracuse here, you got to get the lead back up to 3, back up to 4 going into the half, because again, you're up 5-0 to start this game.
Syracuse trying to retake that mojo. Tucker Kellogg's shot, saved by Matt Lacombe. Lets the players decide what they think their potential is and what they can live up to, not what they should be trying to do. Hunter Druin more than lived up to his potential on Saturday, trying again after he scored Colgate's opening goal. Sam Alexo cut him off there. The Princeton transfer scored once already today. Oh, what a hit! That is for sure a penalty. Christian Muley takes Garrett Wire right up around his shoulders.
Yeah, there's no question about that one. Got him up really high. And Muley still saying, what was that for? Because that is close to as nasty of a hit as you'll see in lacrosse. You see Muley still going at him. I mean, he has a right to be upset.
Like a pretty vicious hit. Here's another look. You can see that right arm wrap right around the throat. So maybe this isn't a question of what is the penalty, it's how severe is the punishment.
Yeah, I think the question is Charlie Loman going to stay in the game or not? Because it's not the initial hit that got him, as he said, it's the wraparound. It's the fact that you see he kind of takes that left hand off his stick and just straight up wraps him and just drags him to the ground.
With 2 straight goals, answering up to 3, they've outscored Syracuse 4-1 in the second. And that's the type of play that just flat out kills momentum.
A complete flip of the script here for Syracuse compared to the last game. Scored 3 goals in the first quarter, 9 in the second. Now things are just kind of starting to fall apart.
Right in front, well, Lacombe keeps his team in it with a solid stick save. Colgate huddles to him. Lacombe way out of his cage, running with that. Joey Spallina with a defensive move on him. Kellogg waiting at that left wing. Owen Hiltz with the ball now. Joey Spallina stifled in close. Tried to tell the referee that that ball was in, but the man in zebra stripes says no.
Gives you flashbacks to last year.
Gives you flashbacks to the review that went against Syracuse on Saturday. Sam Alexo for the goal. Bounces it in, man up in transition, and Syracuse is back in the score sheet. 9-6 the score. Sam Alexo has a rip like that once in a while, and he piles it in, 9th career goal.
Talk about just taking advantage of the opportunity. Alexo's not going to be on the field as much this year as he's used to. I mean, he played close D for most of last season, but now back to the LSM position with Matt Wright in there as well. He's got
plenty of time.
Open.
Adam, you just said he had no one open. That was evidenced very clearly right there as Colgate got in the way of what earlier in the game was seemingly an easy pass up the middle.
No shot clock reset there.
Yeah, Syracuse, quick time. Lacombe comes up with the save. Point blank range, he took down Muley. Christian Muley scored a hat trick on Saturday. He's a fearsome competitor that close. That's where he did all his damage. No problem for Matt Lacombe. His 9th save of the day. Backed into a corner. Donnie Tedesco couldn't hold on. Sam Alexo on the swipe. Rather looks like Tucker Kellogg out there doing it on both ends.
It's going to be a slash hit in the head.
We've seen a little bit of that. Ball free. Syracuse stays with it. Jake Stevens picked up. Loa gears up. His shot blocked down by Lacombe, but a bittersweet stop for the Colgate side that's about to go a man down.
Spallina realized it right after. He's got to take another step upfield to give himself a better angle. Took that shot from almost GLE.
Hilt sends it out up top. Kellogg, wow! You said it earlier, Adam, 115-mile-per-hour shot. He can rip it.
I don't think I ever saw that ball. I mean, that just went teleported from his stick into the back of the net. First off, just a great find here from Owen Hiltz, and then here's the feed from Hiltz. He realizes he has Kellogg wide open, and there it is, step up. The first couple shots for Kellogg in this game He just hasn't fully been able to elevate, but does it here. Low to high, there's nothing a goalie can do about that, just too strong of a shot.
Owen Helps, he scored the game's first goal. Doesn't get an assist there. Matt Lacombe comes up strong again. This is a different man than we saw in the first 5 minutes of the game when he let up 5 goals on 6 shots. Colgate moves out of a stack in front, still keeping it wide. Michael Minikis, he has 1 assist in this game. He shovels it behind, but Mark saw it all the way. Mark still stranded outside of the cage, but eventually Syracuse gets back at it. Landon Clary on the ground ball pickup.
It's the start of the game of not committing too much on the 10-man ride, making sure that there's men back there so that Syracuse doesn't have an open net.
Feed in front and another score. Owen Hiltz back on the board. He opened up the scoring early on in this one, and now he's back. Syracuse fittingly back to a 5-goal lead after Hiltz's opening goal started a 5-goal run.
Yeah, almost identical to that first goal too. Hiltz with the cut and then the nice finish there. That's not just a classic finish. He kind of moves his stick over to get it past the goalie in Lacombe. He doesn't just catch and shoot. That's a really nice finish.
So 7-7 for Spallina, 7-7 on the goal in Owen Hiltz. And Mason Cohen fast out of the draw again. Hiltz tries for another. Oh, he got it! A hat trick. 2 goals just like that. Cardiac Cuse causing a heart attack on the Colgate side. Owen Hiltz with a rip. Mason Cohen fresh off the draw with the assist.
It's all because of Mason Cohen, the D3 face-off player of the year at Tufts last season.
Colgate has yet to score in the 3rd quarter after leading the 2nd quarter. Well, Mark steps out of his crease for that. Hangs around in the goalie's circle. Donnie Tedesco with the ball. Colgate moving around, but that just escapes Griffin Walker. Recorded his first career point with a goal in the first half. There you go. Rory Connor has his hat trick. Colgate nabs its first goal of the second half and closes the gap back to 5.
That's how you bounce back after a Syracuse run. I mean, just how about that shot? Perfect placement on the right pipe.
So Colgate answers back, but Syracuse still leads by 5.
Front in the country. He has that box lacrosse background as the Canadian, but then also a sharpshooter from outside. And then his vision is better than almost anyone else.
Well, Hiltz is camped out at his same spot here, but this time Cone goes in front, and there's Syracuse scores. Christian Muley on the board for the first time in this one. Already had a pair of assists. Muley adds on to his hat-trick performance from Saturday with his first goal here on Monday.
Saw it earlier with the pass to Owen Hiltz. You see it here, him finding Christian Muley, and then a really nice finish there. It's not the greatest pass in the world, but Muley was able to contort the stick in a way where he's able to get the shot past Matt Lacombe. Brendan O'Neill played for them as well. You know, Team 91 has put so many incredible players to the next level, and we just see 2 of them here on the Syracuse attack.
Mikey Leo, an incredible shot. Rips it to the top shelf, and Syracuse earns its largest lead of the night, up to 7. Just like Mikey Leo's number. And watch this again. So Joey Spallina quarterbacks the offense from behind the cage like he has all game. Mikey Leo sends it. Minikis, marked by Jake Spallina. Moves out Rory Connor with a hat trick. Jack Turner goes back to the top shelf for his 2nd goal of the game. His first one came in the 2nd quarter, way closer to the net. This time he moves out a few yards and makes it count.
Well, I said it was a snipe by Michael Leo. How about this one? It's almost impossible to beat Will Mark high sometimes. He's such a big goalie. He takes up so much of the cage.
Michael Leo sends it behind. Spallina coordinates up top. Finn Thompson off the post. His 2nd time ringing the iron in this game. Finn Thompson has come oh so close plenty of times. He does have 1 goal already. Syracuse stifled in front. Colgate hooks up in the crease. Flag on the play. Lacombe covered the ball up.
One of the plays that hurts the most.
Now remember, he missed the 2023 season with a leg. He missed the 2022 season with a leg injury. Syracuse answers right back. Joey Spallina from goal line extended. The Orange elevate back to a 7-goal lead. This was a 3-goal margin at the half. We talked about how Colgate has been yo-yoing back and forth, going down 5-0 to start. And Syracuse has just jumped out in a big way in the second half.
And Joey Spallina is playing like he's got something to prove. 7 goals in the opener, 9 goals tonight.
Well, there's only 2.5 minutes left in the quarter. How many times will you have to go after one the rest of the way? The Syracuse hanging on offense, maybe it's a lot. That skips away. Colgate picks up, moving out. Patty Aldridge settles up. Comes John Carabine. Up the gut, he sends it back. Aldridge lets it drop, but stays with it. The Massachusetts native snakes his way center, but Syracuse swarms him. Syracuse teammate now as they both transferred over.
2 top transfers in the country.
It's a big gain for Gary Gates' crew. Finn Thompson, are you serious? Michael Leo had the no-look assist. Colgate entirely lost.
With all of the focus on Joey Spallina, people forget about these 2 sophomores. Michael Leo and Finn Thompson, 2 of the best players in the class of 2022. If Spallina wasn't on this team, people would be talking about this pair as the best freshman pair in the country. And it's because of just the chemistry that they have, that behind-the-back pass, the incredible finish. I mean, Lacombe didn't even move on that shot.
Men's basketball, the Orange engineered that 24-point comeback to beat the Raiders. First win in 3 seasons there. Women's ice hockey, it's been a couple of big shutouts for the Colgate women's squad on top. This time, Syracuse dominating in a big way. Mason Cone adds his first goal in Orange and his first goal at the D1 level. A Colgate team that was riding the high of winning the second quarter now looks utterly lost, just 45 miles from home.
I said it earlier, what makes Mason Cone such an elite player is not just that he wins faceoffs, it's what he does after that, the stick control, and how about that shot to bounce it past the keeper in Matt Lacombe.
Moves on with the ball. Owen Hiltz, he's got his career high in goals for a game with that hat trick. Tucker Kellogg had it up high, but Matt Lacombe stood up tall to the shot. Colgate cycles out, but Syracuse jumps the ball back to the ground. A man down. The Raiders jump out.
Great recovery there by Figueres. Right when the man down ends, run right back to the crease, pick up the man. It's perfect.
You saw Ryan Favaro move out wearing number 44. Colgate comes through, strikes its first goal of the fourth quarter. Jacob Sposita has his second goal of the season, 15th of his career. It's a long road back to even, but every journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. Colgate down just 8 now.
That's just a great look and a great find from Rory Connor. See, he just barely picks his head up at the last second as a man wide open in front of the goal. It's a great finish. Nothing Wilmar can do about it.
Pure, unrelenting aggression. That's a penalty.
Syracuse is going to go 2 men up at the next dead ball. It'll be 10 penalties on Colgate. Just with how physical this game is and it being an 8-goal game, you wonder at what point does Gary Gage just try and take those starters out, keep them healthy. Yeah, this isn't box lacrosse. It's not like where you can just go ham whenever there's a pick thrown. You can't just run right through them like that.
Syracuse nearly ran right through Colgate. Joey Spallina with a rare miss. Would have tied his career high in goals at 5. Would have given him his career high in points at 10. Flag on the field, so Syracuse about to have one man go off to the penalty area. Diving shot from Hunter Druin ends up out the end line. Really helps him out with this 8-goal lead. Colgate sneaks in close. Sidewinding shot, and Mark hung up against the post and knocked it out of there. 3 goals on the day for him. His brother has 1. That shot blocked by Friendly, fire in front. Connor wasn't looking, and Druin's rip hit him. Rather, that was Ben Trumbull in the way. A scrum over the loose ball. Syracuse scoops it up. On the near side, moving out, that was Riley Figueres. Sam Alexa, with one goal already, launches that into the second row of the stands. Hunter Druin scored Colgate's first goal. Ripped 4 of them on Saturday. That dancing pass was intercepted in close. Sam Alexa, rather Nick Kakemo, got in the way. Colgate, after Billy Dwan knocked the ball free, got that fresh shot clock. Favaro, roulette wheels in front, but Syracuse stops the table. No payout for Colgate. The Orange move back right to left. Carter Rice, he scored his first goal of the season earlier.
Now this whole Syracuse midfield has kind of just struggled to find its way so far. English not having his greatest day. The second line also struggling at times.
Feed in front, just misses. Owen Hiltz, that would have been his career high for a single game. Michael Keeley had the ball there. He enjoyed some success as a high school student in New Hampshire in the state championship. Keeley off the field now. Colgate going behind. Wraparound shot, no good. Will Mark has been elite in the latter half of this game. There have been moments, there have been long periods of time where Matt Lacombe has looked like the strongest player on the field.
Yeah, you know, it feels like Syracuse should have like 21, 22 goals right now.
Well, they're building up to it. Michael Leo adds his third. That's a hat trick for the sophomore. Syracuse back up to its largest lead of the evening at 9 goals, under 2 minutes to spare.
What makes this team so special is just the pure number of players who can strike out of nowhere. Just 1 goal for Michael Leo in the opener. Now he's got a hat trick today.
That assist goes to Owen Hiltz. That's 3 assists, 3 goals for Hiltz. Colgate calls timeout, but that is probably the closest you can get to it right now. Syracuse, of course, won the Krause-Simmons Trophy last year. Colgate comes through there. Ben Trumbull nabs his first goal of the season. Ontario native, like many people in this game, played his high school ball at Culver Military Academy. Just like Owen Hiltz, who has 6 points for Syracuse. And Trumbull took it in plenty of space, plenty of room. Swift shot.
Starting to see some of the reserves on the field here for Syracuse, and just a miscommunication on the man down. Leaves a man wide open.
Alexo made that opposite transition from an attacking player to the long stick midi. Syracuse, with just 5 seconds to spare, lifts the ball up to the roof and takes down Colgate 18-10. Still a couple seconds. Still a couple seconds to go. One late flag to work things out. But the Orange Tree holds up strong against the Raiders' onslaught. It looked like a close game back in the second quarter when Colgate cut the gap to just 2.
That's on red 29, 1 minute unnecessary.
Syracuse comes out with the 8-goal win, at times moving up to a 9-goal deficit. Owen Hiltz, a hat trick, 3 assists. Joey Spallina ties his career high with 9 points. Syracuse comes out with a massive win, back-to-back W's to open up the season, both of them right here in the Dome.